If you like the video, please like and comment. Share more important information with others. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to get the next update.
10 tips for healthy eating with diabetes. There are different types of diabetes, and no two people with diabetes are the same. Therefore, there is no single diabetes diet for all people with diabetes. But we have created some tips that you can use to make healthier food choices. These healthy eating tips are general and can help you control your blood glucose, sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels. They can also help you manage your weight and reduce your risk of diabetes complications, such as heart problems and strokes, and other health conditions, including certain types of cancers. We have based our advice on research involving people with type 1 and type 2 diabetes. If you have a different type of diabetes, such as gestational diabetes, cystic fibrosis-related diabetes, or MODY, some of these tips are relevant to you. It is important, regardless of the type of diabetes you have, to consult your dietitian for specific advice. If you or someone you know is self-isolating, find out how to eat healthy while staying home. And you can get even more tips on eating healthy with diabetes in our interactive learning zone, including simple unrealistic food tricks you can do. What does eating well mean to you? If you have type 1 diabetes, carbohydrate counting is really important to keep your blood glucose levels stable. This is where you calculate the amount of carbohydrates in your food and compare it to the amount of insulin you need to take. If you have type 2 diabetes and are overweight, it is important to find a way to lose weight, as it really improves your diabetes control. This is because it can help lower blood glucose and reduce the risk of other complications. There are different ways to do it, such as low carbohydrate, Mediterranean or very low calorie diets. Losing weight can help you lower your blood glucose levels, and we now know that substantial weight loss can even put some people's type 2 diabetes into remission. Whether you have type 1 or type 2 diabetes, you may need to lose, gain, or maintain your current weight, but it is important to choose healthier foods while doing this. It's important to think about portion sizes if you have type 1 or type 2. It makes calculating nutrition facts when you're counting carbs or monitoring your weight that much easier. Remember, serving sizes are different for everyone, so what is right for someone else may not be right for you. If you are feeling overwhelmed by your feelings about food and diabetes, we have a lot of information to help you. 1. Choose healthier carbohydrates. All carbohydrates affect blood glucose levels, so it is important to know which foods contain carbohydrates. Choose the healthiest foods that contain carbohydrates and be mindful of portion sizes. Here are some healthy sources of carbohydrates. Whole grains like brown rice, buckwheat, and whole oats. Fruit. Vegetables. Legumes like chickpeas, beans, and lentils. Dairy products such as yogurt and unsweetened milk. At the same time, it's also important to cut down on low-fiber foods like white bread, white rice, and highly processed cereals. You can check food labels when looking for high-fiber foods if you are unsure. 2. Eat less salt. Consuming a lot of salt can increase the risk of high blood pressure, which in turn increases the risk of heart disease and stroke. And when you have diabetes, you're already at a higher risk for all of these conditions. Try to limit yourself to a maximum of 6 grams, 1 teaspoon, of salt a day. Many packaged foods already contain salt, so remember to check food labels and choose those with the least salt. Cooking from scratch will help you control the amount of salt you eat. You can also get creative and swap out the salt for different types of herbs and spices to add that extra flavor. 3. Eat less red and processed meat. If you're cutting back on carbs, you may start to have larger portions of meat to fill you up. But it's not a good idea to do this with red and processed meats, such as ham, bacon, sausage, beef, and lamb. All of those have links to heart problems and cancers. Try swapping out red and processed meat for these. Legumes like beans and lentils. Eggs. Fish. Poultry such as chicken and turkey. unsalted walnuts. Beans, peas, and lentils are also high in fiber and don't affect your blood glucose levels too much, making them con. 4. Eat more fruits and vegetables. We know that eating fruits and vegetables is good for you. It is always good to try to eat more at meal times and have them as snacks if you are hungry. This can help you get the vitamins, minerals, and fiber your body needs every day to help you stay healthy. You may be wondering about fruits and if you should avoid them because they are sugary. The answer is no. Whole fruit is good for everyone, and if you have diabetes, it is no different. Fruits contain sugar, but it is natural sugar. This is different from the added sugar, also known as free sugars, found in things like chocolate, cookies, and cakes. Products like fruit juices also count as added sugar, so go for whole fruits. It can be fresh, frozen, dried, or canned, in juice, not syrup. And it's better to eat it throughout the day rather than a larger serving in one sitting. 5. Choose healthier fats. We all need fat in our diet because it gives us energy. But different types of fat affect our health in different ways. The healthiest fats are found in foods like unsalted nuts, seeds, avocados, oily fish, olive oil, rapeseed oil, and sunflower oil. Some saturated fats can increase the amount of cholesterol in your blood, increasing your risk of heart problems. These are mainly found in animal products and prepared foods such as red and processed meat, ghee, butter, lard, cookies, cakes, pastries and pies. It's still a good idea to cut back on oils in general, so try grilling, steaming, or baking your food. 6. Reduce added sugar. We know that eliminating sugar can be very difficult at first, so small practical changes are a good starting point in reducing excess sugar. Swapping sugary, energy drinks, and fruit juices for water, plain milk, or unsweetened tea and coffee can be a good start. You can always try low-calorie or no-calorie sweeteners, also known as artificial sweeteners, to help you cut back. Eliminating these added sugars can help you control your blood glucose levels and keep your weight down. If your diabetes treatment means you have hypoglycemia and you use sugary drinks to treat it, this is still important in managing your diabetes. 7. Be smart about snacks. For a snack, choose yogurts, unsalted nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables instead of crisps, chips, cookies, and chocolates. But be careful with your portions, it will help you control your weight. 8. Drink alcohol wisely. Alcohol is high in calories, so if you drink and are trying to lose weight, consider cutting it down. Try to keep a maximum of 14 units per week. But extend it to avoid excessive alcohol consumption and go several days a week without alcohol. If you take insulin or other diabetes medications, it is also not a good idea to drink on an empty stomach. This is because alcohol can increase the likelihood of hypoglycemia. 9. Don't bother with so-called diabetic foods. Saying that food is a diabetic food is now illegal. This is because there is no evidence that these foods offer you any special benefit over healthy eating. They can also often contain as much fat and calories as similar products, and can still affect your blood glucose level. Sometimes these foods can also have a laxative effect. 10. Get your minerals and vitamins from food. There is no evidence that vitamin and mineral supplements help you control your diabetes. So unless your healthcare team has directed you to take something, like folic acid for pregnancy, you don't need to take supplements. It is best to get essential nutrients by eating a mixture of different foods. This is because some supplements can affect your medications or worsen some diabetes complications, such as kidney disease. Don't forget to keep moving. Being more physically active goes hand in hand with a healthier diet. It can help you control your diabetes and also reduce your risk of heart problems. This is because it increases the amount of glucose used by the muscles and helps the body use insulin more efficiently. Try to get at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity a week. This is any activity that increases your heart rate, makes you breathe faster, and makes you feel warmer. You should be able to speak and be a little out of breath. And you don't have to do all 150 minutes at once. Divide it into 10-minute bite-sized pieces throughout the week or 30-minute 5 times a week.
If you like the video, please like and comment. Share more important information with others. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to get the next update.